Boondocks. Boondocks episode 7 reaction. Random Finnish millennial dude from Europe. White guy, I have no idea about anything. Been really enjoying the show. I'm expecting maybe of a crazier episode this time because the previous episode 6 was a bit more rational, normal, whatever kind of thing. So let's see where this is gonna go. Gonna keep it super simple this time. Gonna have a little bit of washki and chill and record some videos tonight on a Friday afternoon. Or night actually. So thank you very much for joining, and let's go with Boondocks episode 7. Random dude's reaction to it. Thank you. Also, I ain't dissing nobody's city or region or whatever geographic affiliation you got. I love everybody. So, seriously, I really don't want any of you people running up on me at the club. I don't have any crew. They don't have a party guy. I know how y'all people do. It's just jokes, man. Okay. Dictated, not read the management. So what the hell is this episode about if they have to have a warning? Because it's going to be like a rap and hip-hop groups or people, individuals or whatever.
What you talking about, fool? It is war. Yeah, the nigga version of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
I mean, true. Yeah, we saw that, the chair. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, shit's real. You know what I'm saying? Shit's some bona fide, unimpeachable gangster shit, you know what I'm saying? It's something indubitable.
So what region is that? So, is this a commentary on a group or an area? Because I know there's very different dialects and like different coasts and cities and parts. So, or is this like so over the top that it's like clearly, like trying very clearly not to talk about a group or like an area or whatever? So it's gonna be an episode about the regions, coasts, cities, whatever, gang affiliations, crime affiliations, artists / whatever. That kind of stuff. How real is it that he actually had to have the disclaimer at the beginning? Like, is that just kind of a part of the joke, but is that legit he had to have that warning in the beginning of this episode so people won't take it too seriously or personally?
I was so desperate for information on the shooting, I watched that show my brother calls The News.
The show. I mean, American News, I've heard, is very much a show.
Oh, great. Black eyewitness man. I hate black eyewitness men. Nigga,
What does that mean?
Damn, that shit was crazy, nigga. I seen everything.
Black guy witness man.
Nigga, that's me on TV, man. Yeah, nigga.
I guess I've seen some jokes about it. Never thought about it that people would be annoyed about like the representation of it. Of
Bitch. And then some nigga started shooting. I was like, there he go. Hit him, fuck.
I got shot at the time.
I got shot.
That's such a funny idea of somebody bragging about getting shot, people not getting that he got shot. That's fucking funny. I don't know much about American like hip-hop rap artists and violence and gang affiliations. I know enough about Ice Cubes or Snoopy Doogies and 50 Cent's getting shot a lot and all that, but not really any more than that. Especially current day. I have no idea what's happening with current day SoundCloud rappers or whatever. I have no idea. I think that's normal for young kids to like, especially boys, to like want to belong into something, be a part of something. Oh, he has to go to the hospital, so he's gonna make himself go to the hospital. Fuck. But a lot of kids might want that kind of like belonging or mission, which is funny because I feel like for a lot of guys when you're older, we talk about like online, like currently, or whatever, Instagram, TikTok, there's like those jokes of like a survey of how many men would actually join a crusade if somebody asked them to, and most men would, right? So it's like, it is kind of true. A lot of guys are very willing to
No, really. I can't get up. Where's the love?
That's true. Usually parents would know when a kid is being stupid. I hate how he opened that orange juice. Drink from the carton, so he's gonna beat the shit out of him. Is that the joke?
A full day's supply of it was like psychology.
I mean, that's kind of clever. That is kind of manipulative. What can you say? Or I was expecting it was like him trying to get himself beaten, but I guess that also works.
Looks like a laptop.
You're not wrong. Actually, an old school phone like that isn't even that much smaller than a laptop.
Headed straight for the hospital.
Of course he did. That's what a kid would do. He knew.
I'm one of his many illegitimate children. This floor.
He's not totally stupid. He's ignorant, but not like stupid, I think. He's a kid. clever in his own way. They made me like him more in a few episodes. In the beginning, he was just nothing, and then he was a bit annoying because he was super mean. That one episode with the grandpa, he was just so mean to him that it was kind of annoying. But they've actually really made him more likable in these past few episodes. Is that supposed to be 50 Cent or what?
Quick, yeah, don't worry about it. I ain't Michael Jackson.
Hey.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, man. That's funny, Gangstalicious.
I mean, as it turns out, Michael Jackson may have not been the crazy one, but some delicious kind of things happening. I don't know, some other people, maybe. I don't know.
Old money. Cool.
Who is he talking like this? Who is that a reference to somebody, or is this just being funny from through the voice acting? Whoever said the voice acting is actually being funny. Clever again, not stupid. That was smart. That was actually super. He's not stupid. They've made him a lot more like clever recently. Oh, that's smart. That is smart.
All you got for me is
Hello, hello. Oh, he's working there. I guess he just works a lot of odd jobs.
Say that again. I couldn't hear you over the sound of me shitting.
Fair. It's a very fair reaction. Bunch of guns in your face suddenly.
Assault trial. They played for the jury a track called "Play It for the Jury."
That reminds me of Key and Peele. Bunch of different, sketches that they had. One was when the guy was he wrote a song about killing people, and he was trying to interrogate him about that. That must be such a funny thing about like how often people do actually write songs regarding like crimes they've committed, and then actually getting into trouble for that. I would imagine that would be more common for people to actually getting a little bit of in trouble for writing about their crimes and publishing it. But I guess it's like, when is it art and when is it reality? I don't know, but still.
God and the nigga that shot me.
That's fair. If somebody shot me, I would be afraid of it.
Get yourself together. You're making me scared.
Thanks. Now go change your pants.
I would too. I mean, I would be scared. Oh, he does have a gun. I was like, okay, so it's not. It's more than just being scared of getting shot at. It's yeah. So I see somebody who's like a wannabe or whatnot.
What's done is done. Let's be solution oriented.
That's a fair response. Let's be solution oriented.
Gangstalicious. That is not gangster.
Average normal dude. I don't want to do this stupid shit no more. I'm tired of getting shot.
So is he an industry plant? Because there's a lot of people. You know how I feel like a lot of other people in other industries are kind of industry plants. Like some people who are just like strangely famous, we don't know why, and they're not even that good. But I've never thought about it that they could have like industry plants through that of like acting gangsta, but they're actually not really anything. Especially that branding of like gangsta, I think from like 90s hip hop, and after that somebody trying to like capitalize on that, not really having nothing to do with that life. Yeah, I never realized that it could be like a whole thing. You're not wrong. That is very true. You should.
You know my favorite rapper was when I was your age? Ice Cube.
The dude that
Yeah.
his family was?
I know that guy.
He was a gangster rapper?
Yeah. Even I know that.
So gangsta. I used to have dreams that Ice Cube came to my house and killed my whole family. And for some reason, I thought he was so cool, and I wanted to be him. When I started to act like that, like a killer, people like me, girls, but I really wasn't that person. He finally caught up with me. I'm sorry you got caught in the middle.
As far as I understand, isn't Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg fairly legit, like getting away from that world and surviving that world and getting better, you could say? But I saw some like thing that people forget that Snoop Dogg was in court for some bad stuff, and people forget that.
I loved you, man.
What?
You broke my heart, man.
Okay. So it's a lover. Is that a lover's quarrel or?
Niggas still kissing.
Yeah.
Oh, they busted slop. Oh, man.
Because the fuck is happening? Where is this going? So did they have
Forward, nigga.
a fling and then he's angry about it, or what the fuck?
We could have had a life together, man.
Yeah, so they did have a thing, yeah. I was just worried that was going towards something not with consent, but okay, if it was like that they had a fling, then sure. Lovers, quarrel, spat. Bat shots?
Shit, we missed.
Man, we suck.
You do. You were missing already a long time ago. Take aim, shoot. I was just gonna comment because I hate that whole fucking that aim thing, but you know, or maybe they just don't want to kill him. That'd be shocking. Yeah.
Can't believe that damn.
Delicious was kissing the other day. Something crazy this man anyway. What I came to, oh hell yeah, see.
He did shoot a guy in the first episode.
And I picked it up and I was like, kaplow, kaplow.
He picked up the rich kid's gun and shot him square in the chest. So, episode 7. I wonder, my big question is, how much of a worry is that really? Because I feel like a lot safer episode now with that last moment, obviously not very safe, but still, I feel like some jokes about like, you know, just general jokes and more of a Riley episode showing his passions and what he likes and also being pretty clever and smart. I like that. Made him a lot more likable. Also, I feel like kind of commentary on that whole gangsta culture of like idolizing it. Of like when you grow up, you're a kid and you idolize that. Because a lot of, like I said, a lot of young guys, boys, we all have our own thing. Be it you're militaristic. In Finland, we're pretty patriotic. We have to serve in the Finnish Defense Forces. So a lot of kids in our Independence Day, we'll see a lot of like war movies from the Second World War, how we survived and got our independence. So that's very common to kind of idolize that of like back in the day, we had like our 300 Spartan moment of like surviving against Soviet Union or criminals or whatever, gangster people, mafioso, right? All that kind of, they took care of the neighborhood. Or like I said, the joke that a lot of guys would be willing to go on a crusade, or if somebody asked or whatever, you know, the last stand fight, everybody has that fantasy and dream. What if there's a terrorist attack? What would you do? You know, it's like, it's just kind of talking about that, how kids could like idolize that gangsta stuff and maybe take it the wrong way and not really understand it, the context of it, and then maybe a little bit of like industry plan kind of stuff. But I do wonder how much of that was playing it fairly safe. So how real was the warning at the beginning that the creators were genuinely worried that this was taking a stand for this group, this coast, that coast, or whatever, right? Because I feel like they were definitely being a lot more round about stuff and not really, you know, saying something very directly, clearly, but yeah, still a good episode, more of a safe episode. So I wonder, you know, other episode where the story goes. But this was a bit more about Riley anyway, so, and he was a lot more likable this time. Check out a few other episodes. Gonna keep drinking and activate myself and watch the penguin and all that kind of stuff. So thank you very much for joining me, and let's go to episode 8 later today. Bye, bye, bye.